organizations that resisted and demanded for the return of democracy in Nigeria. Some of us were forced to exile, some lost their lives, and people like me spent many years in prison. When we came out of prison in 1998 and Nigeria was transiting to civil rule, we said, what do? We are just out of prison. After spending, because for me, I didn't spend much here, I spent only 4 years in prison.
Àmọ́ tẹ́ gbé kalẹ̀ yìí ó dàbí ọ̀rọ̀ ẹni tí ọpọlọ rẹ̀ yòrò tàbí ẹni tí Ọlọ́run fi síbi aláṣà àwọn ọpọlọ rẹ̀ bí ọpọlọ ikú ó jọ má bẹ́ẹ̀ tọpọlọ rẹ̀ ò tó nǹkan rárá tàbí ètò wà ń bẹ kó má tiẹ̀ wúlò má rárá.
They all love to talk sweetly, but reality is completely different. So let's break it down. When these guys were growing up, right, they had a lot of opportunities. Not like all these opportunities were presented to all of them on the platter. No. There were so many of them who got government-funded scholarships to get education. There are others who had the community-funded scholarships to, to send them abroad so that they could come back. And when they came back, slowly but surely, when they were supposed to invest in education, infrastructure, and build a system, sustainable system that can take care of generations, no, they didn't. They sabotaged the system from generation to generation. They destroyed education, destroyed family value, destroyed the economy, which destroyed the family value, of course. And they institutionalized corruption in a never seen before that has now created army of uneducated, miseducated Nigerians who have no even idea what a sense of a national priority means. They succeeded in breaking the people rather than building them or making them. They now have a country so populated, right, that you can easily tell they had no plan for you. No plan at all, other than the promissory note they give. How can young people join politics when you need to actually break a bank to run for a political office that has become so polarized, so corrupt, that the process of producing those who run for office eventually is so corrupt that it will only be a miracle, right, to have any good governance come out of that. Take a look at the process that produces them. I'm a young man, not that young anymore, but let's say I'm a young man and I aspire, right, to represent my own kind of like a local ward at the local government. And I believe by merit, I could compete with any other person, right? And then everybody goes into the competition or into the race. Then in the middle of it all, you start hearing that somebody is the anointed candidate. And why is that? Oh, the chairman of the party, or the leader of this or that has nominated this person. They will write names of idiots that they are giving political office to like a favor or to hold it for them as proxies. So quality people, intelligent people, reasonable people who really want to actually serve are kicked out completely. Then you have money. How much money do you really think is going to take you to run for office in that contraption amidst all of this? So they've destroyed all of that. And young people today who have been denied access to quality education in the first place, or found way around it, educated themselves to the extent that It was time to find a job and be productive for the country. The criminals in charge of the country who had no plan for you decided that you should probably go and figure that out too. Because that you are a graduate, doesn't really make you special. You should go and learn how to create jobs. Same thing, they never really trained you when you are in their school. They won't train you how to go and make money, do business, get this skill, get that skill. They will be teaching you how to read and cram because it is about grading. It is about, grading, number, credit, distinction, and all of that stuff. You buy my handout, you get 20 marks. If you fail to buy my handout, you lose 20 marks. That's what they do in your school. Then you finish school with the expectation that the discipline you've spent years acquiring, it's time for you to now go and look, go out there and put it to use. Then you realize that somebody who studied accounting, or what do you call that, financial accounting, is now doing POS. Somebody who studied mechanical engineering is now riding keke marua. And they are calling him engineer. Engineer, gbé wọn rìn, engineer, oh yeah, move, engineer. Graduate is riding keke marua. Is the secretary of the Keke Marua Riders Association. That's the society they have created. That's the country they have created. And that is the one they also want you to probably do everything to participate. So what did the youth, what have they done? They've been seconded, right? So they would rather become PA, SA, social media influencer for this party, for that party, for a prize. So don't let anybody do motivational speeches for you, okay? In reality, you stand no chance. Or you go and look for a godfather. A godfather who will then use you as his own proxy. Then you now realize that all those your fantasies, all those ideas that you have about how to build a place, how to run a country, how to run a government, they will remain your fantasy. So that's how we said the system should go. If the system goes, you can turn it off and restart it again. It is possible, it is doable. It's just that when people are ready for real, they will. For now, they are not. People who would rather go and hack out their living. I was a little boy when I have seen things like this that I'm about to show you. People feeding from the trash. People making living from the trash.
ewu bùbú yẹn ó ti wọnú ètò.
Kíní yẹn ó máa pa kíní tó ṣe gangan nísàlẹ̀ ó máa pa wọ́n.
That should bring back some memories, right? What do you think it will take to turn that place to a waste processing plant? All those guys who are picking rubbish, looking for anything they could pick, plastic, metal, or anything at all that they could pick that could be turned to money, right? They can still be working at the waste management plants. Get good pay, decent job. No, I was a little boy that I've seen that. But today, people are, imagine as a little boy. Imagine those who were of my age mates. When I was that little boy, 10-year-old boy. And they were 10 too. They had dreams. They had no idea what Nigeria was all about. Probably would have been having the hints, right? But they had no idea what Nigeria had in stock for them. Imagine somebody who is now in his 40s, is speaking trash, is speaking stuff from trash that is going to go and sell later for God knows, probably less than 1,000 naira. Because he has to take that thing somewhere. They will weigh it for him. When they weigh it, they pay him per kilo. So at the end of it, maybe 5,000 naira. That is why a grown-up man will end up in the trash site, right? And then at the other side of that dump site or the ghetto, you're going to see somebody who just built a very fancy, beautiful mansion next there. So next to the poverty that is so obvious. Like if you take pictures, you can just be imagining how life no balance. So, life no balance. So, do you understand? Opulence that exists in the midst of abject poverty. Context of that contraption. It is not normal. I'll keep saying it to you. As much as I don't care how you see me or what you think of me. Even if you're a Ronuku, I'll keep showing you that this is not normal. And the system that allowed it, that will make generations after generation and after generation, there will be generation after generation that will end up on that website all over the place, picking trash. In a country that is supposed to be the largest oil producer in Africa. That should mean something, shouldn't it? Largest oil producer in Africa. I want to believe that should mean or count for something. But it's in Nigeria, it doesn't. Sadly, it doesn't. You know? They're also one of the largest gas producer. I heard that they've started the gas scarcity now, as people are queuing to buy gas, queuing with their cylinders to buy cooking gas.
So how do you expect these people here to support the nonsense Benga Sandy? You can see now, this mobile station here, there has not been gas in this area since last week, and people have been running around. This station is selling at 1,400 per kg. Some other villages are selling like 2,000, some are selling like 1,819. So you can understand why people are here, So when we see people do some nonsense and people complain, this is it. Nigerians are happy with gas availability for some time, and some idiots just start to cause a disruption. So you can see the reaction.
My brother, gas don't cost. It comes scarce. Not be just cost. Cost is scarce join now. But as it's scarce, now make them cost. You understand? If it wasn't scarce, you no go cost.
Transmission line is a super highway. For generated electricity and power. They could not even make a down payment for a roasted corn. 70 years old man. Is that you? Jesus is Lord.
Leaving that aside, there are others whose own concern is the reduced purchasing power of Nigerians, which are being masked as well. But for those who are regulars, like, visiting the main stores, shops, and malls and all that, and you understand how they used to be, only for you to notice the difference as well. So somebody went to this shop. They said it's actually a popular shop somewhere in Jabi or so in Abuja, and it couldn't contain his own shock that he had to video it. Like, what the heck is going on? Did they probably seize their goods in the border where they have all these empty shelves and all that? What's going on? Right? I don't know. But probably you do. Here, from Abuja.
Of the 65th independence anniversary. We've been told and lied to multiple times that all is well, the economy is booming. We have been assailed with sexed up stats from the National Bureau of Statistics. This is where it matters. This is where you have a sense of the economy. This is ShopRite in Jabi. It's a major outlet of the ShopRite group. It's as I talk to you, it's about 7:55 p.m. I'm the only one here. No shoppers on the eve of the anniversary. Empty shelves. These places would normally harbor frozen foods and all of that. Look at them. Close up. It's very hot in here with minimal lighting. A lot of the bulbs are switched off. These are where you have the hot food and all of that. Look at it. Just empty shelves. No shoppers. I'm lucky to find one shopper here. This is the reality of our existence. This is it. This is where you would find people like us of the middle class. That's a vanishing breed. This is the butchery where you have chicken, meat, and all of it. Absolutely empty. I can't find one single item. It's empty shelves, no shoppers. Look at it. All the way. This is the last row. Not one shopper. This is the second row. Not one shopper. This is the third row. Not one shopper. Another row. Just so sad. Just so sad. It's heartbreaking, and this samples the status of our economy. Strangulation of Nigerians that are on the eve of the Independence Day anniversary. They are nowhere in sight to get basic. This is where you would normally get bread. And what you have here, there's 7 loaves of bread. Empty shelves. not very good lighting. ACs are switched off. Like I said, it's very hot in here.
Mhm. Now, the point of that video for my viewers to be able to, to really digest it properly. So I'm going to give you, some breakdown. Presently, the purchasing power of Nigerians have been drastically, do you get me now? Like it has been criminally reduced. And what that means is that businesses will suffer patronage. There are some certain businesses that won't really suffer, but they will still suffer. Every business will suffer once your government devalues your currency, like they have done to you in Nigeria. But it is not going to really happen suddenly, right? It is going to happen in progression. So to get to a stage as a business, then you begin to feel like, no, I don't think I can run this business like this anymore. We might need to actually like close down some outlets. When the country is doing good, doing well, like the Tifnumbuade's gang would want you to believe. You see, businesses will receive patronages. And I mean every business. No, some will receive more, that they will be like, come on, yeah, everything is fine. Others will, but you will get to see the leap in your business, in your patronage, and the rest of that. So it is obvious today that many, many millions of Nigerians have cut down their consumptions, not because they want to, not because these consumptions were not affordable for them before. But when Tifnumbu and his policies happened, majority of you didn't even have to go to any financial class or any financial literacy, wherever, before you realize that you have to cut down here and there. As much as there's almost nothing to cut down from, affordability becomes so like high. Everybody is feeling the brunt. People are looking for ways to augment it, to subsidize their own shortages and the rest of the left, right, and center, right? It's going to be in progression. Now, when the economy is recovering, the first thing you will see is that you get to see more people come out to buy things, you know what I mean, spend money. And then you as a business person, right, if that goes on consistently, it will get to a stage where your business that is struggling will begin to gain balance. And then if it gets better economically, right, you may begin to look for expansion. Let me get another outlet somewhere. Let me open this one here. But when businesses start shutting outlets, like you have been experiencing, it simply means you may have the number, but your number no longer carries the value that comes with such number. And say, you are 200 million people, right? But you only have just 1.5 million people who are paying for Netflix. That kind of little things, right? And you say, but I don't need, yeah, you don't. The reason why you see that you don't need is because it is not your priority. It is only when the economy is good, you are doing you are working, getting your salary can pay for your needs and all of that. That is when you are going to feel like, you know what, I want to go on a cinema date with my friend. Or I'm going to go for a dinner date with my friend, because you can afford it from your own earnings, right? And if you can't afford it, but you can still take care of yourself, so you don't kind of spend such, right? So from